Hey, what's up everybody? HTG Brian here, back with some LEGO 2K Drive. In this video, we got all Spotless wrench locations for Turbo Acres. That's right, all 10 of them wrenches. Now, if you haven't been following along or haven't heard yet, we're going to do collectible videos for LEGO 2K Drive. We're going to do each type of collectible for each area. So a handful of videos. Everything would just get too cluttered otherwise. But let's go ahead and kick things off. Here we are with the base sports convertible. So preference of vehicles is really up to you. Some jump a little higher, some are a little faster, and some may not work for you at all. But here, checking out the map, we can see here we've got 10 spotless wrenches scattered throughout. We're also going to need to get some weeds. In fact, there's only one in this area. It does require a lawnmower, which is unlocked via the story, but we'll get to that at a later date. Now, this just in, according to our guide writer, Tyler P., the bucks scattered throughout do not count for trophy achievement collectible progress, so shouldn't have to worry about that, but they'll come in handy in other ways. All right, we've spawned right by the garage because it's a good place to teleport to. Everybody can do it. And right in front of us, there is a bridge, and under the bridge is going to be the first of 10 spotless wrenches. So you can see we got the wrench label down in the bottom middle this time just to avoid more clutter from the overlays. And next up, we're going to go ahead and target one right in the center. Now, you can actually take multiple pathways to get there. I avoided the brick buck jump there just to keep things simple. I'm not sure where I would have landed. I know I can get where I'm going this way, and I also didn't want to come crashing in and land on that, which is probably the intended pathway to collect this wrench. However, we're going to go ahead and swoop around, get to the chopper. It's right behind it. We're going to pick it up and woo to the hoo. You and I both now have two. And we're going to take a little reprieve forward here, pull up our map after all those things were popping off. We're going to go ahead and mark about halfway down on the 3 squiggly line up here. It looks like a giant 3. Now, it's up top, and it's kind of a funny angle. If you go off to the right, you're going to actually miss your pathway up there. So stick to the left if you're following our pathway, that is. We're going to go ahead and swoop up and around this giant cliff here. And we should be able to big yeet us off the side and jump over to another high up spot. I tried to avoid some of these bucks at first, but then I just went for it. I lined it right up. It's actually going to be a pretty good jump line to follow. And you can see I did a little boost, and I also hit the jump button there to clear that giant gap. And again, follow those bucks because they're the right pathway to get to the top. We're almost there with a little boost. Boosteroo. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo. All right, we've jumped off to the back side of that little mountain now, and we're actually going to follow this 3 pathway. That's right, the one that looks like a 3. Get on the actual pathway and follow it up the mountain, and you're going to find another big jump leading to another wrench. Now, this one I get super lucky on, and not all of them do I get in my first try. There's actually a couple, 2 or 3 of them that I did not nail in my first jump. But I got that one, and we are now sitting officially on 4 of the 10 wrenches. A little bit of chaos down here, if I do say so myself. All right, next one's going to be just right around the top, like the northwest side of the middle circle. And it's actually hiding inside of a car wash. That's right. The car wash. Yeah. Doo, 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 doo. We're going to go ahead and roll right on through. It actually gives us a nice little turbo boost. Zing! And launches us off a ramp here, which was not very handy. In fact, we smashed in and lost some bricks along the way. Also filled our pants. All right, next up, we've got another wrench out in the water area. In fact, we have to do a big jump, and this one took me about, I don't know, 6 or 7 attempts before I finally nailed it. Now, again, different cars are going to provide a little different jump. Now, some of them are going to be a little higher, some of them are going to be a little lower, some of them are going to be faster, so your jump will be longer, right? You won't necessarily get as high, but you're going to go further in the distance. So, you know, we actually just have been using the base cars that we've got for just more or less completing Turbo Acres. You can see some of those brick bucks are now missing because I got them in my failed attempts at that wrench. But eventually I get all of the bucks and that wrench, and we'll go ahead and keep on with the keeping on, as we like to say. Next is just a little bit southeast from where we picked up the last wrench. And this one is a little tricky too. In fact, it's kind of hiding, and I marked a weird spot here. I remark it for the sake of you guys maybe getting lost from my original marking. But we'll go ahead and swoop around. It's in between these two giant buildings. It's like Costco's right next to, I don't know what it is, but they're giant buildings. And we can go ahead and remark it there. And right in between, you can see you got to do a little hippa to the hoppa right about now. All right, so hit that jump button for PlayStation. I haven't mentioned this. It's actually the triangle button. I'm assuming it's going to be Y for the Xbox. And not really sure what PC and Switch will be. I'm sure it's whatever the equivalence is. You guys probably know by now. All right, next one. This one's actually hiding on the backside of a house, I believe. I think this is the one that's chilling. Or no, this is another big jump. This is another big jump. Okay, so we have one more big jump. We got another easy one coming up here. I'm going to line this up to see. If you look and follow the money, show me the money. If you follow the money, it actually takes you right to where the wrench is. So again, we recommend following those brick bucks as a nice pathway to get to that wrench. Now, I almost didn't hit the brakes in time, but you can see it was actually right on top of that little air conditioner box right behind me. So 8 of 10 now. Done did. Next one's going to be sort of middle south of the area. And we'll go ahead and mark that. This is the one that's actually on the back side of the house. Pretty easy one to get. Oh, not that house, though. Not that house. Go ahead and follow our waypoint marker up to the top here. And, you know, if you guys have any suggestions or things that you might feel that we can improve on these videos, we're always open for feedback. I know that a lot of you guys enjoy our videos. Some of them are just right for you, but if there's something that you'd like to see, maybe a little more zoomy or a little less zoomy, whatever the case is, drop some comments down below. We went ahead and picked up number 9, which was on the back side of that house, as promised. And last but not least, number 10 is going to be right in the southeast corner of the middle circle. So we've got it tagged. We're going to go ahead and drive right on over to it. And then we'll get our collect on. Now this one is another jump required one. And it did take me a couple of goes here. As I roll through that little starting path there, it actually kicked off a little mini task. We went ahead and canceled that by pressing down on the directional pad. Now this one actually took a few jumps too, so there is an edit here. You might notice that the bucks are missing once we return from the map view. But woo to the we've got all 10 of the wrenches, and hopefully you do too. All right, pretty awesome stuff. We're just getting started with LEGO 2K Drive though, guys. We've got lots more videos planned. We actually have some visual maps, some infographics, if you will. So if you don't like watching the videos, or maybe find it easier just to look at a map, we've got the placements. In fact, you probably noticed it in the thumbnail. But yeah, so lots of stuff coming up. We can't wait to destroy this game and keep on with the keeping on. So, hey guys, don't forget to click that like button. If you haven't already, check out HappyThumbsGaming.com. That's going to go ahead and do it for me. As always, until next time. See ya.